Good morning, everyone. It's a crack of dawn, pretty much. Devonport, Tasmania. Just got off the Spirit of Tasmania ferry, and it was pitch black. We gotta wait for the shops to open to buy some fruit and vegetables and honey and all the things that we can't bring into Tasmania from the mainland. Tasmania at the moment, early February 2025, is the coolest place in town, my friends, because coming down from Queensland to here, we took about a week, and it was like 41, 42 degrees everywhere we stopped, every single night. We had 3 fans going and all the rest, and it was pretty bloody hot, so it's a lot cooler now. Don't worry, I'll cut out all the ones of you, because you're not the star.
I think that's where people swim and potentially drown. Because there was I was telling you, there's a memorial up the top, somebody who tried to rescue
okay.
someone.
I can see how it would hurt, for sure. Kimberley Warm Springs, complete with eels.
You can see where it's bubbling up.
Yeah. Yeah, it's called Kimberley Warm Springs. I suspect because it's not really very hot. It's not hot enough to be a hot spring, so it's a almost warm springs. It's interesting, though. You can see the bubbling down there. That's pretty cool. If you're not a huge fan of big crowded caravan parks, as we are not, it's not that hard in Tasmania to find some pretty cool places to camp. This is the old Liffey School, kind of just down the road from Liffey Falls, which is pretty famous. Nice walk. We're going to do that in the morning. But yeah, just a little donation camp. I'm really liking this Denny's Point, North Bruny Island. It's got a nice vibe to it. Lots and lots of wild oysters. That's the size of my hand, and that's the size of, that's one oyster there, that's one oyster there. These things are massive, man. I didn't bring my screwdriver and my hammer with me, so I can't steal these ones at the moment, but I like the fact that there's plenty around. Didn't bring my supplies. Didn't bring my bacon and my Worcestershire sauce. Darn. So many oysters.
had pots out, did you?
2 pots, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Threw a couple back, they weren't sized, so you measure them from there up the head, see the head right down to their back of the body shell.
That's beautiful.
And when they get scared, they spray all their legs out, so they try and make themselves look real big. Stick their hands in, no.
If you do come to Tasmania, yeah, don't miss Bruny Island. It's pretty nice out here. I mean, today's not the best weather-wise day I've ever seen, but down the bottom of Bruny, there's a little place called Jetty Beach, and it's a national park campground there, which we've been staying in for the last couple of days. You get your national parks pass, and you pay an extra $10 to stay in the campsite, and it's pretty darn comfy. We have a view of the bay right outside our window. It's a normal thing to have 2 rutted tracks, but here in Tasmania, for some reason, great mystery, there's 3 of them. Is there some special type of machine that cuts these trails and has 3 blades on it? Please explain, if you know the answer. Leave a comment below, as the YouTubers like to say. There's a couple of walking tracks down this way. They both start with L, and I cannot for the life of me pronounce either one. Yeah, that's the one I couldn't pronounce. Oh yeah, that's windy. That's a good 40 knots. Everything you've ever heard about Melbourne, Australia having 4 seasons in one day. In Tasmania, you get 4 seasons in 5 minutes. Bruny Lighthouse. Another nice little hidden gem, Charlotte's Cove. Very pretty, super clear water. There'll be tons of squid down there with all this weed. Just behind me is Gordon's Bay. We spent the night there. It's a $5 donation camp. When you're going between Bruny Island and back up to Hobart, it's kind of sort of on the way. The bits of inner bark that the cockatoos are munching on and dropping nearly on my head here. See them coming down. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Pay attention when you're walking these beach tracks in Tasmania. Alright, look what we found. I guess he doesn't get too many 30-degree Tasmanian days to warm up in the sun. So the plan is just to run around and see as many interesting parts of Tasmania as we can while we're here. Once we've seen all there is to see here, or most of what we want to see at least, it'll be time to head back north. Get myself up to, we're not really sure where we're going up north this year. Could be Cape York, could be Arnhem Land, could be the Kimberley, maybe. But somewhere up there. It all depends on weather and flooding and all the usual things.
Look very healthy.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, there he goes.
There's rabbits around everywhere.
Yet another lovely beach called Spring Beach. I think it's near Orford. The water temperature in the various beaches around Tasmania are pretty much the same temperature year-round. Summer doesn't warm things up all that much in the water. First impressions of Maria Island are that it's very open and grassy, which it is in a lot of sections, but once you hit the forest, you're really in the forest. Yeah, first wombat of the day. You know what's really nice? Playing around in a pack raft when you haven't done it for a long, long time. These are the sorts of of days in Tasmania that you really have to grab with both hands and enjoy, because you don't often get a 24, 25 degree sunny, fairly calm. I'm not going to call it windless because it's not, but it's pretty nice out here. So this is Policeman's Point, a little place called Anson's Bay. It's a free camp. It has a lot of advantages. The one disadvantage is they have some mooing cows that keep you awake at night, but not every day of the year, but they're doing some work with some cattle near the place, and it's a little bit noisy at night. It's just windy enough so that if you turn your back and don't pay attention, your pack raft will go disappearing. How nice is this beautiful day? Absolutely. Absolutely spectacular, right? And so far, I haven't encountered any stingrays at all. I'm led to believe there's a few salmon and squid and a few odds and ends around the place here, but pack rat's trying to make a run for it. But I haven't really seen a lot of fish just in the water. Anyway, we're gonna have a look around. Let's see what we can find. So over this way, we've got breaking waves. You can't really see them from here. They're just kind of beyond that spit there. And on the other side, beautiful Anson's Bay. This is really a beautiful beach out here, Policeman's Point in northeastern Tassie. It's got a lot to offer. Beautiful watercolors on a blue day like this. Clean white sand. A lot of seabirds around too. Seeing some sheer waters and a few odds and ends. Sea eagles cruising around every now and then. I love it. This is so good. Pack rafts aren't as good as kayaks when it comes to staying in a straight line. They kind of jiggle back and forth like that as you're paddling away. But for what it is and for the weight that it is, it's a bloody awesome little kit. The Humble Alpaca Pack Raft. Been using these things for a while, and I am not sick of them yet. Now you're probably wondering, how do you get this shot, Kevin? You extend the pole of your GoPro selfie stick as far as it'll go, and then you watch out for rocks while you're doing it, of course. A few of those around here. And then you just hang on to it with your toes on your right foot and hope that it doesn't fall in the water. But yeah, I mean, you look at this and you think this is, somewhere in North Queensland or something, but it's northeast Tasmania in early March. Go figure. Down under, mate. I've been to some really remote places. I was in the Kimberley for a month alone many times. More times than I can remember. And I used to, for fun in Paraguay, I used to go into the jungle and just, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock at night, lean up against a tree and just wait for the sounds of animals around me to start moving in the forest. And then I'd shine my light and I'd see the eyes of some creature. And that was what I did for a hobby. When I was in Borneo, I went to Borneo for exactly 30 days, and the aim of the expedition was to film a wild orangutan. They have a lot of places in Borneo where you can go and you can see semi-tame orangutans that are attracted by big bowls full of banana, strategically placed, and they come down and they, wiggle around for the tourist cameras. But I wanted to actually film a wild orangutan, so I went to Borneo to do that. And I did not find one until the 28th day of my 30-day trip. And it was a huge male up in a tree, magnificent condition. He was up there eating figs, and he just had a big feed of figs, and then he had a little nap. And when he woke up, he looked down and he saw myself and a couple other humans down there staring up at him, some of us with cameras, and he wasn't happy. So he came down and he grabbed a big branch and he started swinging it around and letting his displeasure be known. So we said, okay, we'll back off and give him some space, let him come down and go to another tree. But I never really felt that that was a dangerous situation at all. He was just, yeah, being cranky because we were getting in his way. A lot of people ask me, hey, are you going to put your old DVDs of your expeditions to like Canada and Gabon and Guyana on YouTube on this channel? Well, I'm thinking, why not? They're just gathering dust. Nobody's seeing them now. Might as well chuck them on there. And yeah, so we'll call those the flashback episodes. And you can see them right here on this channel. Exclusive to remote Riverman, Australia. Send no money now. We stand behind every car we sell. You can see us in the rearview mirror. Where was I? Oh yes. So we're going to do a bit of that, and that'll be fun. Chuck one of those in now and then to keep things interesting. I had a lot of fun being the remote riverman, and I'm still having a lot of fun being the semi-retired remote riverman. Shallow paddle.